Hello, matlang people! Welcome sa It's No Time! Claims and Learning, hashtag Learn Together.
The municipality of Los Baños is the science and nature city of Laguna. Kilala ang bayan ng Los Baños dahil sa therapeutic pools of mineral hot spring na matatagpuan sa paanan ng Mystic Mount Makiling. Nakilala rin ang bayang ito dahil sa mga masisipag, malilikhain, at masasayahing mamamayan ng Los Baños.
Ano nga bang pag-uusapan natin sa araw na to? Exploring random variable. These are the most essential learning competencies for this topic. For our target goals, number 1 is to illustrate a random variable. Number 2, identify discrete and continuous random variables. And lastly, we have valued the knowledge about the concept of random variables. First, let's define these two terms. We have the experiment and the sample space. When we say experiment, it is any procedure that can be infinitely repeated and has a well-defined set of possible outcomes. Kapag sinabi naman nating sample space, so these are the set of all possible outcomes ng isang experiment. So para mas maintindihan natin itong dalawang to, let's have this drill. All we have to do is to find the sample spaces of the following experiments. We have tossing 3 coins, rolling 2 dice, rolling a die, and tossing a coin. So we have 3 ways on identifying sample space. The first one is by listing method. The second one is by table diagram. And lastly is by tree diagram. Ngayon, let's try to look for the possible outcomes after tossing 3 coins using the listing method. So all we have to do is just to list down all the possible outcomes pagkatapos natin mag-toss ng 3 coins. So pwedeng magkaroon tayo ng 3 heads. Pwede din namang head, tail, tail. Pwedeng head, head, tail. Head, tail, head. 3 tails. Tail, head, head. Tail, tail, head. And tail, head, tail. So all in all, we have 8 possible outcomes after tossing 3 coins. Ngayon naman is rolling 2 dice. Let's try to look for the possible outcomes after rolling 2 dice using the table diagram. So of course, gagamit tayo ng table. Sa ating first column, isulat natin doon yung mga possible outcomes ng after tossing the first die. Dito naman sa ating first row, ganun din. Isulat natin yung mga possible outcomes after rolling the second die. Ngayon, let's combine their possible outcomes. So, pwedeng ang lumabas ay 2-1, pwedeng 2-1, 3-1, 4-1, 5-1, 6-1, 2-1 up to 6-6. So, itong mga table or itong mga combination of 2 numbers na to, ito yung mga possible outcomes after rolling 2 dice. So, all in all, we have 36 sample spaces or 36 possible outcomes after rolling 2 dice. And lastly, we have rolling a die and tossing a coin. In this experiment, gamitin naman natin yung tree diagram. Siyempre, sa pagro-roll ng die, isulat natin or ilagay natin yung mga possible outcomes. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ngayon, bawat possible outcome, i-partner natin sila sa possible outcomes naman ng tossing a coin. So, each number of dots ay ipapartner sila sa tail and head. So, tail, head, ayun ang possible outcomes ng tossing a coin. So, we have 1 tail. Pwedeng lumabas din ay 2 tail, 3 tail, 4 tail, 5 tail, 6 tail, 1 head, 2 head, 3 head, 4 head, 5 head, and 6 head. So ito yung mga possible outcomes ng pagro-roll ng die at pagtotoss ng coin. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. There are 12 possible outcomes after rolling a die and tossing a coin. So those are the 3 ways on identifying the sample space of an experiment. Let's try this one. Trick or treat. Yan, the trick or treater pulled 1 time randomly. returned the candy bar to the bowl, then pulled randomly once more. So ilang beses siyang kumuha ng candy sa bowl? Twice. So how many possible outcomes are there from the two pulls? So ito yung mga candies or mga chocolates inside the bowl. We have the Twix, M&M's, Reese's, and Kit Kat. So gamitin natin yung tree diagram. So bawat chocolates, i-partner natin sila sa Twix, M&M's, Reese's, Kit Kat. So yung mga possible outcomes natin, let's just combine them again. We have Twix, M&M's, Twix, Reese's, and Twix, Kit Kat, M&M's, Twix, and yan, pag-partnerin or pag-combinein lang natin sila. So all in all, how many possible outcomes? We have 16 possible combinations ng 2 chocolates or 2 candies. Ngayon, gamitin naman natin yung table diagram. So sa first table or sa first column, ilagay natin yung 4 chocolates. Sa first row, ganun din, lagay natin yung 4 candies or 4 chocolates na available. Then combine lang natin. And it goes like this. We have Twix, and up to Kit Kat. So mapapansin natin, same lang din sila nung nailista natin or nakuha natin with the use of the tree diagram. So see class, it's up to you kung anong ways or way ang gagamitin ninyo para makuha ninyo yung mga sample spaces ng isang experiment. Now let's talk about the random variable. Random variable is a function that associates a real number to each element in the sample space. It is a variable whose values are determined by chance. So we have 2 kinds of variables. We have the discrete and continuous variables. So kapag sinabi nating discrete variables, it is countable, nabibilang, being obtained by counting. For example, the number of heads appeared after tossing a coin, the number of siblings a person has, and the number of students present in a classroom. So bawat example na to ay nabibilang sila. Nakukuha natin yung value nila by counting. Continuous variables naman is one which takes an infinite number of possible values. So, ang value nito ay being obtained by measuring, mini-measure. For example, the amount of sugar in orange juice, time a person can hold his or her breath, and the height or weight of a person. So, as you can see class, yung mga example natin, nakukuha natin yung value nila by measuring, hindi by counting. Hindi naman natin kayang bilangin yung amount ng sugar sa isang orange juice. Hindi din natin kayang bilangin yung oras ng isang tao para ma-hold yung kanyang breath. And hindi natin mabibilang din yung height or weight ng isang person. Pero na-measure natin sila. So, to compare the two, discrete variable, it is countable and nothing in between. Continuous variables, infinite and there is always in between. Sige nga, let's try this one to know kung talaga naintindihan natin yung pagkakaiba ng continuous and discrete random variable. Score of student in a quiz. Is it discrete or continuous? Very good. It is discrete. How long students having their breakfast? Yes, it is continuous. Time to finish running 100 meters. We're talking about time. So it is continuous. Very good. Amount of paint utilized in a building project. Kaya ba nating bilangin yung amount of paint? No. So still, it is continuous. And lastly, the number of deaths per year attributed to lung cancer. Okay, discrete. Very good. For generalization, when we say experiment, it is procedure that has a well-defined possible outcomes. Sample space, set of all possible outcomes, discrete random variable obtained by counting, continuous random variable obtained by measuring. And the value that we can get from this lesson, a good example has twice the value of good advice.
Alam nyo ba na ang dating pangalan ng Los Baños ay mainit? Dahil sa sobrang dami ng hot springs na matatagpuan dito. Pero idineklara noong September 17, 1615 as the foundation of Los Baños when the Franciscan friars took over the government as a separate town from the town of Barangay Mainit, Bay, Laguna. At dito na nagtatapos ang ating aralin. Ibahagi natin sa ibang ating mga natutunan. At lagi nating tatandaan, the way of success is the way of continuous pursuit of knowledge. Claim it, matlang people. See you again sa ating next video.